So I'm having a chat with Bob of Magnum. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Considering my best mate Tony's not very well at the moment, but
Yeah.
I'm all right. Yeah, I can carry on. Yeah, talking about yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll mention that in a minute if you like. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
okay.
you've touched on Tony not being too well. He's had to step down from the touring next year. I just want to ask, how is he? Is he okay?
Well, he's okay, but yeah, he's not very well at all. Um, he's got terrible back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain. He's
Yeah.
got a problem with his spine. His spine's got a condition with his spine, um, which is not helping him. And he's having to take it dead easy at the moment with
Yeah.
painkillers and stuff. But we hope he's going to be okay in the near future. We just want him to get better. Um,
Absolutely.
and we can think about the future and all that stuff in the future at a better time. For now, we just want him to be well,
Yeah,
and
absolutely. And
that's
so do we.
there's no point in talking about anything else in the future because what's the point? When he's better, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
most
Oh,
definitely.
here he
But
is. Hello, Lee.
I'm sorry about that. That's got stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. Yeah,
well, it is Christmas after all.
it is.
All,
Yeah.
all these people doing their shopping, terrible.
So, okay, we're good now. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, so coming up shortly, we've got a new record on the way. But meanwhile, we've been
Yeah.
playing a new single of yours called Blue Tango. Tell us a little bit about the
Yeah.
single, first of all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Tony gave the record label some um, tracks to consider as a first single from the album, coming out in November, the single. And they came back with, oh, we'd like to put Blue Tango out, please, which is an up-tempo bit rock and roll, um, which we thought, oh, yeah, great, yeah, carry on. We'll have that. And so it's like a slow blue tango. It's a mood that you're in. It's a feeling, a slow blue tango. When you're a bit down and a bit, depressed, I suppose, or something, and you need cheering up. It's like, come on, let's, get up and rock. Come on, rock my soul, baby. No more crying, no more tears. Come on and rock my soul. Don't walk that line. It's like, come on, behave yourself. Get up. Basically about that. It's like, cheer up. What's the matter with you? And it's rock and roll. Here we go. That's about it, basically. Yeah. And I thought it was a great choice for the first single. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. And as mentioned, that is coming off your new record out in January called Here Comes the Rain. What can people expect to hear when they get a chance to take a listen?
Okay. Another great Magnum album, I hope. 10 tracks written by Tone.
I think it's definitely got all the elements of all the classic Magnum albums. It's got
Yeah.
everything that all the fans would expect to hear from Magnum, but obviously there's always a few extra twists in there as well. A couple of things that people least expect. So it's
Yeah. Yeah, we got a track on there called The Seventh Darkness, which has got a brass section on it. Ha, great. Ever so good. And an a cappella breakdown section in the middle with me on the backing singers. So a little bit different to what we normally do on that song,
Hmm.
which makes the album a lot more interesting, I think. So it's a bit more diverse this time around, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, mid paced, couple of up tempo, nice ballad, nice slower songs. So it's good mixture. So I think everybody's going to love it, and we've had some great reports so far, haven't we?
Yeah, the reviews have been brilliant so far, and the feedback from close friends have heard it, and everything. It's really,
Yeah.
really, really good. So it's definitely a very complete Magnum album. I think it's definitely got all the elements.
Mm.
Like I said, and it is like as Bob says. It's a lot of variety, some up tempo stuff, some mid tempo stuff. The first time we done a song, we just Bob singing on his own with keyboards and bass. Which
Oh
was
yeah.
brilliant to hear. Just to hear his voice in that sort of setting's amazing to hear. So that's something different that
Yeah.
I don't think we've done before. So
No,
yeah.
we haven't. No. Yeah, it's a song called Broken City. And it's just me and Rick, keyboard player, and a little bit of Dennis, bass player, playing some nice licks on his bass. But it's very a bit sad. And the first time I tried to sing it, I had to stop and go, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm normally okay. Like, hey, get your mouse around that, Bob. And people's like, oh, can we just start again, please? I'm not, I haven't got it. You know, it's overwhelmed me. When I heard myself singing the lyrics I was looking at on the music stand, it just got too much for me. But I got into it after that, and it's a lovely song. It's quite poignant, and it's matching up with "Here Comes the Rain," and which is about "Here Comes the Rain" is all about coming under fire. It's not about raining, and that's depicted by the artwork on the front of the album done by Rodney Matthews once again. And so you go, oh, no, that's what it's all about. And you look at the back cover and you see these drone kind of vultures coming at you, you know. So here comes the rain, you know. So it's, you know, that's what it's all about.
That's the beauty of Tony's lyrics, isn't it? He kind of comes up with stuff that's very ambiguous. You know, you think to yourself, oh, what's this about?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Now, 10 different people can read a different story into it, so it's you know, it's not always obvious. You know, here comes the rain, as Bob said. It's not about rain. There's a bit more of a hidden meaning there. So it's good to give the listener the chance to sort of decide that, you know, their own version of how they think the song is about. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
and over 45 years of releasing music as Magnum now, how has the music sonically evolved since the first release through until now?
Sonically.
Well, I think production has improved so much over the years. Obviously, what you can do now to what you could do back then, you know.
Yeah, sonically. Okay. Yeah, we got great keyboards. That's sonic, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we've always had the same, you know, the keyboard, guitar, drums, bass, and singer all the way through ever since we started on the first album, Kingdom of Madness. But the production is better these days, if that's sonically the answer, sonically. Yeah, Tony's really on it now as a record producer, our producer. I don't know about for anybody else. I mean, he spends all his time writing, recording, and producing for Magnum. He doesn't go off and do, you know, I'll produce these and do that. He's not that kind of record producer. You know, doesn't work for a record label. And he's great great Magnum producer now. And it sounds brilliant. We got a great studio and a great engineer and everything. And it's a real pleasure to work in this environment after all these years. I wasn't really bothered about recording. I was bored. Let's get out on the road. I was just, where's the stage and where's the fans? You know, that's always been me, being the front man, you know. But now I'm like, I sit back and go, wow, I should be so lucky to be part of this. It's fantastic, you know. I've had a really, really good day today, yeah, sonically.
The whole recording process is a magical thing. You know, it's just when you get from a basic demo idea, just sort of seeing how the songs get layered up and how you add things to it and how it changes over the course of the recording. To hear the finished thing from the original idea, it's amazing just to hear how these songs, but it's like a jigsaw. It just builds, you know, just like a fantastic sort of end product.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to the writing side of things, obviously Tony does a lot of the writing. At what point do you guys get involved and have your input?
The writing? No, Tony writes everything. Yeah, one songwriter. Yeah, now nothing to do with us. I'm the first one to usually hear it at the band when he's come in and he's got something to play me. And he'll, as Lee said, he'll demo the songs he's got ready to start work on. And he'll play the vocal melody on the guitar over everything else. The demoed band that he's done everything, and before they come in, and I go, oh, okay, great, and he'll give me like half a dozen, you know, 5 or 6, probably half what's going to be the album, 4 or 5 maybe, to get used to the melody, and then he'll go away and he'll come back with some lyrics. Right, here's some lyrics. But first go at lyrics. Right, here we go, just to get a song down. And then another one and another one. And then, right, everybody comes in like, oh, right, this is what we've got. This is the way it's going, right? So that's the start of it, really. I get to hear it first, and then everybody hears it after me, and that's how we go. And then it constantly it can change through the recording period. Lyrics, melodies, arrangements. I mean, it threw one complete song away on this album and totally rewrote it because it wasn't working for him. I thought it was great. And we're going, no, it's all right. This is really good. Yeah. He went, nah, it's not moving me, man. So that went in the bin, and along came another one to replace it. So he's quite vicious like that. Far more than I am. I'm like, oh no, leave it. Because you get used to it. You go, why have you changed it? You know, because it wasn't working. This is much better. Oh, okay, Tone, you're the boss. Yeah.
I mean, it is great how he does it, puts it together. I mean, he gives us those basic demos, but it's brilliant because he just puts things in a way so it's quite sparse. So it gives us the chance to sort of use our imagination and come. So we get together in the studio all together. You know, we try a few different versions of things and we bounce ideas. And like I said, Tony's always like, oh yeah, that's great, or oh no, well let's just change that kind of thing. But it's just all comes together, you know, really well.
Yeah, good. And you'll be wanting to play these tracks live and in person at the end of April, start of May. You've got a UK tour. I bet you can't wait to be on the road again.
Yeah. No. Tony's got a problem. We've put a statement up to say that he's saying like he wouldn't be able to do the tour next year with the weight of the guitars and the nature of traveling, tour buses and such like. Yeah, he just isn't in the right place to be able to do that. We don't want to put him through that pain. I mean, he's in a lot of pain at the moment. Like I was saying, it's all in the statement. His words. So unfortunately, we've had to cancel the tour next year. April, May, we can't do it. And that's about it, really. I mean, we're all gutted, of course, and so's Tony. He's like, oh no, please, not now. You know, it's all booked and tickets on sale, and it's the worst case scenario. It's the worst thing that could happen, you know. And this near Christmas, we just had to let everybody know as soon as we found out ourselves, you know, that we can't do it, you know. Sorry. I mean, we feel terrible, so does Tony, but that's life, isn't it, really? It really kicks you in the butt sometimes. For the future, we don't know yet. We'll try and maybe work something out in the future. But at the moment, we just want him to get well and hopefully be in a better place in the future so we can actually talk about maybe touring plans or not. I don't know. It's way too soon for all that. I mean, maybe if we did it at all, it would have to be quite a different way of doing it than we normally do. We couldn't do what we normally do. It just wouldn't work for him. It'd do him in. It really would. So that's. But it's all in the statement on all the platforms.
Yeah. We're just taking it one day at a time now, and the important thing is that our mate Tony, that we, you know, he gets himself healed and gets himself well, and we're going to support him 100% on that. You know, so what happens in the future, we'll come to that when we come to it. But for now, it's just about making sure that Tony's okay.
Most definitely. Yeah, for sure. Guys, it's been a pleasure having a catch up with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right. I'd like to say hello, everybody.